booktubers! Okay, so today I want to do a book review, and I am actually really excited because I read this a few days ago, so I should kind of know what's going on, and I hopefully do not mess this up like really bad and just give it all away of what happens. This might contain spoilers, so be alert! Okay, so the book I am talking about is Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. And, okay, I can't actually explain why I love this book so much. I'm going to try, though. I think some books just kind of click, and for me, this was one of them, and I thought the cover was actually kind of cool. She's just, like, walking. I mean, come on, everyone wants a shot like that of them just like, what? I mean, I want one. Okay, so, let's see. Okay, my hair is insane. It's absolutely everywhere. Okay, so, I am very sorry. Okay, so, let's see. I am kind of jumpy today. The book is about people. Bet you'd never guess that, huh? Totally blew your mind just then. Okay, so it's about this girl named Ara, and I don't know, for most of the time, her name's like spelled like A-R-I-A, so I called her like Ara for most of the time, and then I was like, oh wait, it's Ara. And yeah, so I mispronounce names really bad. This person's probably, her name probably is named Veronica Rossi, okay? It's probably something completely different, and I screwed it up. I do that. Okay, so her name is Ara, and she was born in these kind of like dome-like cities, and they spend most of the time in digital realms. And the way they do that is they have these like smart eyes, they call them, and they go over their left eye, and they like kind of travel through these like digital worlds, and they're kind of like avatars, I think. And we meet Ara when she's kind of in the middle, like little bit of a pickle. She just learned that her mom is missing, kind of, and her mom is actually a scientist, and so she's trying to figure out what happened. Like, I would be too, okay. And in the midst of trying to figure out what has possibly happened to her mother, she gets in really big trouble and gets thrown out of this big protective dome. Right? Alright, so I have to burp. Okay, sorry. That was not impressive. I was just gonna be like really excited and be like, yeah! But I'm sorry, guys. That was just really pathetic. I'm sorry. Okay. So, this book. Okay, so the reason they have these domes is because there's these things called Aether storms, and in my mind, they're kind of just these big balls of like energy, and they're like hurricanes, tornadoes, lightning, and thunder, and all that mixed into one. And I mean, come on, that'd be like awful to live through. And it kind of just destroys everything that it touches, and so that's why they built these domes, and they're called dwellers. And, you know, well, not the domes, the people in the domes. Dwellers. Okay, so she gets thrown out, and they're pretty much expecting her to die. She's in the death shop. Okay, that's, others hit that, and, you know, there's pretty much no surviving out there. And then we meet Perry. And Perry is from the outside, and he's pretty much a savage. That's what she thinks of him. And he is a very interesting character. I enjoyed him, actually. So, Perry is brother of the Blood Lord, I think it's called, and his brother is Blood Lord of the Tides, which is pretty much his tribe. And dang, I'm getting my facts all mixed up. You're gonna like read this and think, dude, she had no idea what she was reading. So dang, but this is a really good book, so read it anyway. Alright, so hold on, I'm getting my thought process together. I'm having a bad day. Okay, so I can't speak today, I mess up everything. Alright, so there is like oh man, I know what this is called. It's when there's two where there's 2 first-person speakers, and in every other chapter it's first Ara and then Perry, and it kind of goes on like that. So you get like kind of a taste of both of their worlds, and they come from completely different backgrounds, so it's kind of interesting. And so Perry is a really unique character because in his world these people get different senses, like I want to say like 6th sense or something, and there's like sight, there's like you can hear different things, you can smell different things, you can like speak, and you know there's like it's like your actual like senses, your normal sentences, but they're intensified, I want to say. And Perry is unusual in his world because he has 2 senses, and if you have one then you usually only have one. And Perry has sight, and he can see really well like at night and everything, and it's just, you know, he spots things like really well. And he also has smell, and actually I thought that was really creepy when I read that. I was like, he can smell things, like he's a dog, and it kind of freaked me out, and I was like, what, you know? But he smells like really just everything. I mean, he can smell your emotion. He knows how you feel by just taking a whiff of the air. And so yeah, that's Perry. And so Ara, what's her name? I don't remember. Ara, it's right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really cool. Ara is out in the death shop. She's about to die. She's about to get hit by an adder, and she meets Perry. And Perry actually saves her life. And Perry is out there trying to save a boy. And so he actually needs her help for that. And she needs his help to find her mother. Because, I mean, come on, she's been, like, just kicked out of her home and all that crap. I'd want to find my mom, too. I mean, you've been through that hell. I'd still keep, yeah. You'd want to, you know, make good on that. So they end up going on a journey, and Perry's not too sure about this because, I mean, she's going to slow him down. He's going to have to protect her. It's just going to be hell. And he kind of realizes this, but, you know, and I really liked these characters. I mean, Ara was really a strong female like character, and I really enjoy that. She wasn't like, oh, Perry, save me. She was kind of like, stay over there and I will do it myself. And she was kind of trying to make sense in this world that had none. And I can only imagine how scary it would be to be thrown out of your world and into a much dangerous one where death is around every corner. And so there's this part in here where she's looking at the other storms and she's saying, a world of nevers underneath a never sky. And if you stalk me on Twitter, I'm having a really bad day. Okay, if you stalk me on Twitter, then you know that I totally tweeted that because, like, I thought that was just really great because it made a lot of sense. There's, like, so many, things going on in this world. And so they go on this journey. And I have wax on this. Oh my gosh. I spilled wax on it earlier. I'm an idiot, but yeah, there's wax on my book. I'm gonna have to take that off. That's going to annoy me. Ah! How did I do that? Okay, so I just realized that was there. Okay, so then we meet different characters, and like Roar. I adored Roar. I thought he was so funny, and when he actually came into the story, it made it a lot more lively because it was kind of getting kind of iffy there for a minute. You're just like, okay, well, they're kind of sitting around a fire just like every other night, but then Roar came and it was kind of like, oh, hello, you know, and it was a lot interesting, and he was so funny. I adored him. He had a very great sense of humor, and he's just, oh, I love him. Yeah, okay, so, and then there was Cinder, and, oh man, I don't know what to say about Cinder. Cinder was a poor, like, soul, and you felt bad for him, but at the same time, you're like, okay, something's wrong with this kid. And once you get more into it, you understand, and you're like, okay, I get it, you know, and it's just, and I felt incredibly bad for Cinder, but at the same time, I really respected Perry, and in the end, I actually did respect Cinder. And, so you know that while you're reading this, that the ending is not the ending just seems very bleak for these characters. There really seems like no way that something can, like, good can come out of this. And thank God there's a second book, and it's already out, and it shall be mine, because, or else I'd be very freaked out, because when you get there, you're just like, oh man, you know, it's not gonna end well, and you get really mad, and I start freaking out. But yeah, in the end, there was a lot of questions I had, and a few of them got answered, but I'm hoping more of them get answered in the second book, and I'm sure they will. And I don't know, I really enjoyed this book, and I honestly could not wait to get back and just read it when I had to leave, and I had trouble putting it down. And I stayed up for hours and hours on end trying to finish this book, and when I actually did get to the end, I was like, you know what, I'm not ready to leave this world. And I tried to read the chapter really slowly, which, I'm sorry, we've all been there, and we always know that it never works, but it never stops us from trying. And I did not stop. I tried really hard, and then I ended up going back through and picking out my favorite parts, and I love this. I thought it was just adorable and incredibly just adventurous. I don't know how to put this. Let me think. It's really good. That's all I got. 5 out of 5, actually. Yeah, I feel good about that. 5 out of 5. Okay. My insane moment. Okay, so there's more. I know there's more. I wanted to say more. I can't remember. Okay, so character of Ara. I really liked her. I thought that she was very strong, and I don't blame her in the least for being afraid, and she never complained. She stuck through, and she made it. Yeah, she made sure that she would, and I liked her. Like, she seemed real in my mind, and I actually cared what happened to her. And I have one rule when I read a book, and it's make me care. And if you can do that, then I'm totally on board. And see, I cared about these characters, and I adored them. And Perry, okay, so Perry he got me. He was this outsider, and at the same time, he just, you know, in every world he didn't fit in, it seemed. Like, in his world, he had his own kind of place, and he was a total savage, and he hated it. Like, in some pieces, you can tell, but it's who he is, and it's how he works, and he knows what it will be like if he wasn't. Like, if he didn't protect himself, he would be dead. That's how this world is. And Ara has a hard time actually learning that, but, you know, she gets there. And so I think that's all I have to say about it without giving really anything away. But yes, read this book, and hopefully I will get the wax off. Yes, it's coming off. It's fine. It's okay. I'm an idiot. How did I do that? What? Like, come on. Like, I just finished this, and I already got wax on it. Okay. So, stalk me on Twitter, because I have one, and read this book. It's really good. 5 out of 5. Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. Subscribe to my channel if you want more weird videos and really crappy book reviews. I'm not good at these. I just want to tell you everything that happens, but it just doesn't work, and it ticks me off, so just read this book so then you can, like, message me or something, and then we can talk about it, and I can be really excited with someone, because nobody reads that I know, like, nobody that I know, like, actually reads, other than my sister, and, like, that's it. And I need someone to just fangirl with, okay? So read this and, like, fan with me. Yeah, okay. Love you guys. Alright, so keep reading books, keep being cool, and subscribe to my channel. Stalk me on Twitter. And, yeah, do those things, because you're cool. Okay.